Hello, welcome to episode 24 of Life Civilization Started Over. We will be starting over here with the Triangle Alliance, and this alliance was made to stop China from invading into these countries. However, with China now incredibly weak, there's not really a reason for this alliance to exist, so we're not going to see it completely dissolve. We will see some of the members leave, such as this purple country here. Along with this red country here. What's happening? This pink country. And this country over here. These countries all leave. However, for now, this blue country, this yellow country, Korea and Japan will stay. We also see this country leave up here, which kind of angers the yellow country a bit, because this country was made from explorers that were given this country by the Triangle Alliance. That way they could make the trade route over here easier. So the yellow team is kind of mad about this. These three don't really care. Japan wasn't even part of the alliance. Oh, also Vietnam leaves. I forgot that they were even part of the alliance. They leave because they're all the way down here, and these four still up here. But these four stay in the alliance, but over here we're actually going to see a new alliance form. This alliance is between these two countries here. And this alliance isn't really like, if you do attack one, the other one will defend, but this alliance is more so focused on exploring this land over here into more of China, as due to China's the war over here, there was a massive break on exploring this, but now we want to see these countries want to explore the rest of Asia. So after this alliance forms, we will actually see a few more countries join, and by a few more I mean one country join, that country being this country down here. And we will see these countries start to explore. So we see, oh my god. So we see them start to explore into this unexplored land. We also will see this blue country and this yellow country explore along with this green country. With this alliance plus these countries up here also doing some exploring, a good bit of Asia will be explored. And as they explore and meet up with other countries, we're actually going to see a few more countries join this alliance. One of which being a country that just left another alliance. We see the country up here join. With this, all of these countries' exploration groups are going to be working together as they explore further into Asia. We also see this country up here explore. Eventually they meet up with the alliance, and this country won't officially join, but they will help to explore this a bit up here. And with that, a lot more of Asia is explored now, and we will see these countries begin to expand into that land, starting with this country down here, who will expand and take all of this land here. They will also expand up here and meet up with the border of this country here, who is also doing some expanding as they expand into this land here. Along with that, this country up here is going to be doing expanding as well, as they expand along here. This blue country, while not part of the alliance, they also are doing some expanding as they expand a bit up here. We'll see the green country expand. First meet up with the border of this country, then the border of this country. They then expand into that, and then a bit further into this land here. The yellow country will also be expanding as they expand like that. This country here will do a bit of expanding. We'll also see this country here expand a bit. What happened there? What? I can't color right there. What, huh? Huh? What? There's like just some invisible... Huh? I don't know what's going on. What? I think that it's breaking. The... Huh? Why is this not working? Okay, I don't know why it's not letting me... Did it just like crash or something? It's letting me color white, but no other color. What? I don't know what's going on here. What? No, huh? Um... Okay, so I figured out what the issue was and I fixed it. So we will see this country expand. And we'll also see this pink country expand a bit. With that, a lot more of Asia is explored. We'll also see a bit of exploration from the green and pink team and this blue team over here in this area over here. And we'll see the blue team expand down near the green team, which will also expand up towards it into this area here. Meeting up with the blue country. Anyways though, we'll be leaving this area here, and we will be going... This alliance still exists. They're all united now. I need to get rid of that. I'll get rid of that off camera. Anyways though, going over here to Greenland, which is owned by Norway. We're going to see a bit more expansion into it, along with a bit more of exploration of it. But not too much, because it's freezing cold up here. And due to this being cold, the Norwegian government is going to start thinking maybe there's more land that way that will be warmer if we go south and then that way. So they start heading southwest, and the boats end up hitting over here in Quebec, which Quebec is on North America. So in other words, they just discovered North America. And they start exploring this area, and they set up a colony here. However, they don't know if they found new land or if they just landed over here in Asia. So, but what they do know is that this land isn't claimed yet. There's no one living here. So, they don't know how big this is, but they are going to go over here and they're going to tell some of these countries that they're allied with, like Scotland and the Dutch team and Sweden. Sweden doesn't really care that much though. And, well, but the Dutch country and the purple country hear about this and they're like, wait, there's land over there? So, the Dutch team, a boat leaves from this part of Cornwall, it heads this way. It hits these islands over here, which then get taken by the Dutch. And then from there they continue going until they hit over here in New York. And speaking of which, why is this connected? This is an island. What? I'll fix that later. But they hit New York and Massachusetts and Rhode Island and these states up here. And over here, they set up a colony. And soon after, the Scotland country will make a landing over here in Newfoundland, where they will set up a colony. And with this, the Americas have been discovered, or bits of them have. Going down here to this country here, we're going to see it expand a little bit as they explore along here, around this entire lake. We'll then expand around the lake. Now looking like this. We also see the Grey country here finally take the rest of Madagascar. Why didn't they do that before? I don't know. They just were lazy, even though they took all this in the meantime. But anyways, going up to this brown country and this yellow country here. This yellow country, well, they want land, and a lot of land. So what do? They just send troops, not like they just walk into the brown country, and the brown country's like, whoa, 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 why are you sending troops in here? Get out. And they kill these troops. And then the yellow team says to a bunch of the countries around them, saying, the brown team just killed my troops. And none of these countries care because why should they? This doesn't affect them. Except for one country, that being Egg, aka Switzerland, which doesn't actually care. They just want land, and this is an opportunity to get land, so they start pushing to the brown team. And the brown team is like, why is everyone invading into me? What did I do? And the answer is nothing. These countries just don't want land. However, if getting invaded by two countries wasn't enough, well, a country wants some more land back, that being the green team. So they start pushing into here, and they take this major city. If that wasn't enough, we see the gray team over here join. However, they just take this province here and then stop. They don't even take this province. They just want this province here. Why? I don't know. But we see the yellow country and the Swiss egg country continue to push into, what is this country called again? Liemar, I don't know. But egg takes this major city here, as the yellow team takes this major city, and continues to push along here. Egg will push over to the capital, and we'll take it. And with this, the king will surrender. So now, it's time for a peace treaty. Okay, so with this, we have the peace treaty, and this country, Liemar, has lost quite a bit of land. The green team took this land here. This city they got as the people here want to be part of the green team a lot, and really did not want to be part of this Swiss team called Egg. I still hate that it's called that. Why did I let people choose the names of these? But this city here, for some reason, they kept. However, it's not connected, so we're actually just going to see this country, or this city here, break away and form its own country. Which I guess means we have the first, city-state. So that's cool. Anyways, with that, we need to give it a capital. So boom. This yellow country here took a lot of land. But anyways, there's still one more event that needs to happen in this video, and that is over here in this orange country where their navy is just out doing something like training, I guess. When all of a sudden they get attacked by someone and it just gets completely destroyed. And soon after, a landing is made here. And who is that? It's the red team. Why is the red team invading land all the way over here? Because they want it, that's why. So they quickly start pushing through over towards the capital. The capital will fall, and they will continue to push through. And the general leading this is the ruler's son, who actually had the idea to take this. And in fact, he's kind of just in charge now, as his dad is incredibly old, in his late 80s, early 90s. He lived for a long time, especially for this age. That is crazy. This city falls though, and the entire country falls over to the red team, where it will be Foria next. And just a few days after this, the leader dies, I hate this over here. I split this into a few different provinces, but it still looks so bad. This is why you shouldn't let people choose the provinces. But anyways, shortly after the leader of this country dies and his son will become the new dictator, as he declares his son the best general of the military. But anyways, this country's falling next, and with that we have the end of this episode. And goodbye.